President Trump is deporting thousands of undocumented immigrants, and it's already reshaping the gig economy. If you think this won't affect Walmart, Spark, and other gig apps, well, think again. With fewer drivers and stricter regulations, this could be one of the biggest changes in recent gig work history. Let's talk about what's happening and how you can prepare. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content like this, and without further ado, let's jump right into it. Since Trump won the election, his administration has wasted no time with ramping up deportations. ICE has already started workplace raids, and gig work isn't immune. Many undocumented workers rely on gig apps like Walmart, Spark, and Uber Eats, and as deportations continue, the gig economy is sure to feel the effects. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but how does this affect me as a driver? Well, here's what's already changing. So, with fewer drivers available, that may mean longer wait times for customers, which also may lead to more surges and more incentive pay for Walmart Spark drivers, and as legal Walmart Spark drivers may be able to make more money. And let me know if you've seen the effects and seeing more money being made in your market since Trump started these mass deportations. Now, of course, I expect this to be short term and Walmart to do a hiring push to try to get more drivers and resaturate the market, but when the money's coming, you gotta get it when you can. Also, with an emphasis on getting illegal drivers off the platform, you might see stricter verification and more identity checks. I know recently with Walmart Spark, I noticed that I get an identity check every 24 hours. It doesn't matter if I'm in the middle of an order, or I just delivered an order, or where it is. Once that 24 hours window comes, no matter what I'm doing, the Walmart app basically asks me for an identity verification check, and until I do that, I can't continue to order, I can't accept orders, I can't do anything with the app. It can be quite annoying, to be honest, but let me know if you've seen that and how you feel about that in your market. But one thing that's not changing under Trump is the fight to keep gig workers as independent contractors and staying away from making gig workers employees of these platforms and these apps. And I think for most of us, that's actually a good thing. Now, unlike some politicians who are pushing for gig workers to be full-time employees, Trump has consistently supported keeping gig workers as independent contractors, and I believe even last time he was in office, he had passed some type of legislation, or his administration had passed some type of legislation to make gig workers have more protections as independent contractors, or rather protect their rights to be independent contractors. And for those that aren't aware of the differences of being an independent contractor versus being an employee, in a short form without going too deep in it, basically as an independent contractor, that means that we can maintain flexible schedules, keep our own hours, not have any forced schedules, and maintain the ability to multi-app as well. And to me, this is a huge relief, as I believe that if the law ever forced us into being an employee status, we would begin losing control over how we work, when we work, and possibly even how much we make or how much of our tips we keep. For the OG DoorDash drivers, y'all remember when DoorDash used to subsidize our tips and used to basically take part of the tips? Yeah, that's the difference between being an employee and being an independent contractor. And basically, Trump's stance keeps things the way they are, at least for now. But here's where things get interesting. Trump's pro-law enforcement stance. This can be good or bad depending on how you look at it or depending on which side of the coin you're on. Now, the expectation with more law enforcement is a safer environment for gig workers, especially those doing late night deliveries or an area with higher crime rates. Ideally, this means less crime, fewer carjackings, and stronger protection in high-risk areas. But it also means stricter traffic laws and a higher chance of getting pulled over. If you're 420 friendly in your car, you'll definitely want to be a lot more cautious. So while this may make you feel safer, it's also something you want to be aware of when you're out there on the road. One other thing I think all gig workers should be aware of is how Trump's tax plan could essentially give all gig workers a raise. Imagine waking up and realizing you get to keep every penny you earn from tips. No IRS taking a cut, no extra taxes draining your money. Does that sound like a dream? Well, during Trump's campaign, he did mention he was trying to make that a reality. Last time Trump was in office, he got a tax plan passed. If Trump gets another tax plan passed this time in office, and he does come through on that promise to have 0 tips on taxes, Walmart Spark drivers, DoorDash drivers, pretty much all delivery gig workers, gonna see a huge increase in pay, because with Walmart, Spark, DoorDash, and these other gig apps, more than half your income oftentimes comes from tips. So if that income is no longer taxed, then that could be essentially like a 50% increase in income on those earnings. Now, time will tell if this is all talk, but Trump is following through on his campaign promises so far, and if he gets this done, this could be more financial freedom for gig workers than ever before. But let me know what you think. Will mass deportations help or hurt gig workers in the gig economy? Is Trump actually helping gig workers, or will these changes just create different problems in the long run? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. If you found this video interesting, informative, or helpful in any way, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel as well. And if you want to learn more about how so many illegal drivers get into the gig economy in the first place, then watch this video now.